Review of U.S. News Decision Points. Heel, Doge. GOP Unease Toward Cuts Rises, by Olivier Knox. Olivier Knox's article, Heel, Doge. GOP Unease Toward Cuts Rises, provides an intriguing look at the internal tensions within the Republican Party over the drastic federal budget cuts led by Elon Musk and the Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, under President Donald Trump's administration. The piece effectively captures the growing unease among GOP lawmakers grappling with the constitutional and political ramifications of an unelected figure wielding significant power over federal spending. A bold and controversial approach to budget cuts. Knox presents a clear and detailed account of how Musk, empowered by the Trump administration, has aggressively reduced funding for various federal programs. The cuts, which span health research, food safety, and nuclear security, have drawn concern from a handful of Republican lawmakers who fear the ramifications in their districts. The article highlights how, despite the overwhelming GOP support for shrinking government spending, the unorthodox methods employed by DOGE are raising weighty constitutional and economic concerns. One of the article's most striking points is the notion that an unelected billionaire, regardless of his business acumen, has the unilateral authority to dismantle congressional budget allocations. Knox wisely includes statements from prominent Republicans such as Senator Lisa Murkowski, Senator Susan Collins, and Senator Bill Cassidy, are they Renos, who question the legality and wisdom of allowing Musk to dictate budgetary decisions. This underscores the broader issue of executive overreach and the erosion of congressional authority over appropriations. GOP dissent, a sign of broader fractures? While the article stops short of suggesting a full-blown Republican rebellion, it does point to significant cracks within the party regarding Musk's role. Knox presents strong evidence that lawmakers are increasingly uneasy about specific cuts that negatively impact their states, including National Institutes of Health, NIH, funding. They do not seem to care that the NIH funded the COVID-19 pandemic. Musk's support for a cap on NIH grants has triggered bipartisan opposition due to the potential impact on research institutions and job losses. Senator Collins warns that such cuts could lead to arbitrary reductions that threaten essential medical research. FBI personnel cuts. Senator Cassidy, supportive of federal downsizing, argues that reducing FBI hiring undermines law enforcement, particularly in his home state of Louisiana. National park staffing. Representative Mike Simpson raises concerns that DOGE's cuts could severely hamper hiring at national parks, especially as peak season approaches. The dissenting voices within the GOP reveal a fundamental political reality. While Republicans largely support budget cuts, they are less enthusiastic when those cuts negatively affect their constituents, not in my backyard mentality. Knox effectively highlights this tension, providing a nuanced perspective on how these policy decisions reshape the party's internal dynamics. Is DOGE unconstitutional? A key strength of Knox's article is its exploration of the constitutional question surrounding DOGE. Murkowski and Collins both raise alarms about the executive branch effectively dismantling programs created by Congress, an act that appears to undermine the separation of powers. While Knox does not offer a definitive legal analysis, he successfully frames the issue as a legitimate constitutional debate rather than mere partisan disagreement. The article's most decisive moment is when Senator Murkowski states, "To have the executive come in and dismantle something that was legislatively created, that's outside the bounds of the executive." This sentiment encapsulates the broader argument that Musk's unchecked authority through DOGE raises serious governance concerns. The Musk factor. Visionary or overreach? Knox subtly critiques Musk's central role in the administration's budgetary strategy. While he acknowledges that Musk sees himself as a crusader against waste, fraud, and abuse, the lack of oversight over his decision-making is a significant issue. The article hints at the ambiguity surrounding Musk's exact role. Does he have official government authority, or is he merely an advisor acting with extraordinary influence? The White House's inability to define Musk's position further fuels the controversy. Yet they have no problem as our debt has risen to $36 trillion. Final verdict. A thought-provoking examination of GOP tensions. Overall heel, DOGE, GOP unease toward cuts rises, is a well-researched and thought-provoking article that illuminates the internal divisions within the Republican Party regarding Musk's aggressive federal budget cuts. Knox's balanced reporting captures the ideological support for government efficiency and the practical backlash when such efficiency threatens crucial programs. The article succeeds in raising important questions about executive overreach, the constitutionality of DOGE, and the potential political ramifications for the GOP. While it remains to be seen whether these concerns will translate into meaningful legislative action, Knox's piece provides a compelling snapshot of a party grappling with the consequences of its policies. Congress does not dare to undertake this action. Therefore, it is up to the president and his appointed staff to take on this once-in-a-lifetime task. Go, DOGE!